Hey you guys, welcome back to Raphaelsinsights. Welcome. I welcome you into the world of the esoteric, the divine, the beautiful, you guys. First of all, you guys, I apologize for not being able to get on live. My readings backed up a lot and it wasn't meant to be, you guys. But I also decided to change something again. You guys, again, this channel is developing. I'm still figuring out where am I going with this channel. And I make a lot of changes, you guys. But one thing that I want to change is I want to leave the lives for just asking me questions. So if you have been trying to get in contact with me, trying to get a picture check or trying to get a reading, you really want to go to those lives and tune in so you can ask your question and I answer them there, you guys. So you can do that there, and I'm going to leave both Friday and Saturday for that. As well, you guys, make sure you support every single video by liking every single video, and you guys, of course, share, you guys. I love each and every one of you, and this is going to be the horoscopes for the 11th to the 18th of January 2021. Aries, the card that's going to be dominating is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands tells you if you have any sort of idea of something that you want to do, if you've been thinking about should you do something, if you've been thinking if this is going to happen for you this week, this is your sign. This is the card that means yes. It means you are going to, a lot of things are going to be happening for you. That trip that you've been wanting to take is going to happen for you. That change that you've been wanting to do is going to happen for you. Whatever you're thinking about right now in this moment, Aries, it's going to happen for you. The answer is yes. But this week is also going to be a week of decision making. It's going to be a week of very, very hard decisions and also opportunities coming your way. Of course, Aries, you also have luck throughout this entire week. So everything for you is going to be going a little bit more positive. The only thing in the negative is this card right here tells you that you need to not talk too much about your plans, not talk too much about what you want to do. If you want to put a business, if you're going to go on a trip, if you're going to get a promotion and you know it's coming, don't talk about it because the envious energies can knock that down for you. And it does tell you that it's also going to be a week of problems at work, people envying you, people causing problems at work. So that's something else that you need to realize. And the energy of change is also with you. The energy of change, the Wheel of Fortune, that right there tells you that it's going to be a week of lots of change, changing your jobs, changing the way you think, moving houses, changing cars, buying a new car. And in that sense, everything is just the energy is moving, and it's more of an energy of change in the more positive. Taurus, the card that's going to be dominating you is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles says that you have a lot of positive energy in this week. This is going to be that week of you fulfilling your ideas. This card tells you to be mindful not to hold back on your ideas. Whatever plans you have, maybe you have an idea of putting a business, maybe you have an idea of changing your job, maybe you have an idea of, I don't know, just whatever idea you have that you're currently thinking about. This card right here tells you this is the week that you put it into action. Do not hold back on that. Do not keep it to yourself. If you have news that you need to deliver to somebody, this is the week that you need to do it. The energies are more positive for us. So whatever news you have to deliver, whether it's bad or whether it's good, it's gonna be received a little bit better. Another thing that this tells us is that money's coming our way. Money is going to be flowing very well in this week. We have luck, we have opportunities, we have hearing back, also good news for ourselves as well. We have, this is going to be a week of news. This is going to be a week of receiving news. Like if you're waiting for your stimulus check, if you're waiting for some sort of money that was supposed to come your way and it's been stuck for a while, if you're waiting to hear back from legal situations, if you're waiting to hear back from whatever you're waiting to hear back, you might hear back from it in this week. This week is going to be a really good week for positive news. And it's also people who owe us money, paying the money that they owe us. And also lots of opportunities of like luck to find money, buy a scratcher, you win a little bit of money in that sense. It's also going to be another emotional week, but it's not going to be an emotional week as in anger. It's not going to be an emotional week as in like frustration. It's going to be more of a positive emotion, more of like happiness, new relationships starting and things like that. Gemini, for you, you have the Queen of Pentacles that's going to be ruling you. This card right here tells me that it's going to be a week of overthinking things, of also mending relationships, being surrounded by lots of family, and starting new relationships, confirming new relationships. It's going to be more of a balanced out week. It's like a little bit of everything's going to be happening to you. You're going to have moments of bad luck. You're going to have moments of arguing with that relationship. You're going to have moments of you like kind of fixing bigger problems, fixing relationships that where you haven't talked to for a long time. A lot of reconciliation energy. You're going to have moments of lies being exposed. It's like a little bit of everything's going to happen to you, but it's more of a balanced out energy. It's more of like everything's happening for a reason. It's like it's leading up to something else. And this week is just a balance and more harmonizing energy. So the lies that come out, they need to be coming out so you can fix your problems. Like things that have been held back start flowing out. Have more of like what's that word? More of important conversations in order to mend the relationship. Those lies that have been held back, and lies as in like things that just haven't been spoken, just start flowing out. It's going to be a week of travel, of new beginnings, starting a new job, starting a new opportunity, traveling, visiting family mostly. It's going to be about. But more than anything, you're going to be overthinking a lot in this week. Cancer. This week, you're going to be dominated by the Fool. The Fool is the card that's going to be dominating you, but you have one good positive thing. You have all the luck in this week. You're going to be one of those signs that has a lucky week this week. You're gonna have pretty much anything that you try to do this week is going to be very positive. You're going to be very successful. You're taking a test, pass it. You're gonna start a business. You start off very successful. Whatever you want to do, whatever you're going to do in this week, it's just going to be very positive. You're buying a house, you're waiting for to hear back good news. You're going to hear good news. The only thing is that the Fool is one of those cards that it's just that card that wants to remind you, remember to keep your faith up. Because whenever like something positive happens, you have a lot of luck, it's like that lucky break. It's like that lucky energy that's like, it happens at the very end. So just if you see things getting kind of rough and you kind of just don't know if it's going to happen for you, remember, keep your faith strong. Stay positive. It's going to happen for you. This is that very positive week that you're going to have. You have the Wheel of Fortune, which says anything that you want to do is going to be very successful, very lucky for you. The only problem is you're going to be doing a lot of overthinking. It's also going to be a week of like trying to figure out where you're going to go, what route you're going to go, decision making. Sit down, think about it, and tell yourself, what is it that I really want to do? Do I really want to take this new opportunity? Do I really want to do this? Do I want to move on to a new job? It's also going to be a week of promotions, a week of raises, a week of business doing very, very well. It's going to be a very successful week for you. Leo, the card that's going to be dominating you is the Knight of Pentacles. First of all, Leo, you're going to be one of those signs that has all the luck this week. You're going to be very successful. The energy of victory, success, the energy of opportunity, doors opening up for you are literally right there. So what does the Knight of Pentacles tells you? If you're waiting for news in this week, if you're waiting to hear back from something in this week, it's going to be very positive news. And now I'm not saying that just that news is going to be positive throughout the entire month. I'm saying this week, if you receive news this week, it's going to be very positive. Money's going to be coming your way. You have a lot of success. So whatever you want to do in this week is going to be very successful. You want to start a business, it's going to be very successful. You're starting a new job, it's going to be very good. A lot of positive energy is on your side. Raphael Warnock was a Leo, and that's why Raphael Warnock won, because the energies were very positive last week for Leo, and they're also very positive for this week. So I would have to say that you're probably going to have a really good month this week. I still have to do the horoscopes for this week for this month. So stay tuned for that. But you continue to have a lot of luck in this week as well. Not just last week, in this week as well. You continue to have lots of opportunity, lots of good news, lots of, like if somebody owes you money, they pay you back. If you've been waiting for opportunities to come your way, if you've been applying from jobs, you hear back very positive news this week if it's from those jobs. It's like just everything is happening for you. You have deals, new deals being made as well, new opportunities in the sense of if you have a business, deals come your way. Just money's going to be flowing. It's going to be a very harmonious, happy week for you. Virgo, the card that's going to be dominating you this week is going to be the card of the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles, what it talks about success, talks about lucky gambling. So if you like to gamble and you're into that, you're going to be very lucky. Winning money is what it's saying. So if you want to buy a scratcher, you win it. But if you actually like go to the casino and you gamble, you're going to be having a lot of luck for that. But this card right here also says that you have to have a lot of patience this week. It's going to be a week of a lot of patience. Things aren't going to be moving as fast for you this week. It's not going to be a very fast-paced week. This isn't a week that you have all the luck. You still have some luck, but it's not going to be like the most luckiest week. Not everything is going to be going your way. This is going to be more of a week of like facing obstacles and overthinking. You have a lot of this energy of feeling a little bit depressed, being kind of like in your mind, being overthinking. And that's why you see this card right here where he's kind of overthinking everything. And that's what you're going to be doing this week. You're going to have a lot of energy where you're kind of overthinking things. Should you take this opportunity? Should you not? Should you do this? Should you not? Should you leave this relationship? Should you not? And this is also a week of making decisions on your current relationships. It's a week of making decisions on divorces, making decisions on ending relationships. And again, it's just a week of you kind of being in the crossroads of what do you do? And that's what mostly what this week is going to be about. But it's going to be an emotional week, is in the sense of you're going to be feeling very emotional, very sad, very depressed. And you have to keep that in mind, that it's the energies. Another thing you have to keep in mind as well, Virgo, is if you're waiting for things, it's just not going to happen in this week. It's going to be a week of delays. So just be patient. Libra, the card of death is going to be the one that dominates you. This is a very, very heavy card when we talk about dominating something. So this card right here right away tells you things are not going to go as planned. This card right here tells you that it's going to be a very complicated week for you, Libra, in the sense of the death card in the most negative talks about death itself. In the most positive, it talks about the end of cycles, the end of just things that don't serve you. It's just you walking away from things that just don't serve you no more. There is a lot of energy of ending relationships and just putting an end to things. But as well, if you have plans, if you think you're going to be doing something this week, if you were expecting to maybe go somewhere, expecting to, whatever you're planning to do this week, just expect delays, obstacles, and just it not happening in this week. Because this card right here, it's like that big pause. It's like a huge pause in the sense of like the stop sign. It's like a huge stop sign, big red stop sign that just halts everything. This card here causes delays. This card here causes just stuff to just not go your way. There's a lot of bad luck. So you are going to have a very complicated weekend in having bad luck, raptures, catastrophes is something else that does plague you as well. Arguments, misunderstandings. So just try to kind of like take it easy. If you start arguing with your partner in your relationship, just take it easy, because a lot of it is going to be started out of misunderstandings, out of things that are taken out of context. You have a lot of walking away and ending relationships, filing for divorce in this week. It's just a very heavy week for you. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is the card that's going to be dominating Scorpio. Scorpio. Yes, you are going to be having a lot of luck here and there, but it's not your most luckiest week. It's not like I believe last week. Last week you had a little bit more luck in the sense of this week. This week is more of like radical change. That's what's going to be dominating you a lot. The Wheel of Fortune is not dominating you in the sense of luck. It's dominating you more of in like radical change. Because you also have the energy of the Tower. The Tower talks about radical changes, things that are going to kind of feel like sudden changes, dramatic changes, dramatic changes in the way that you think, dramatic changes in your everyday life, as in like changes in your jobs, changes in moving houses. Just a lot of energy of change is what's going to be following you in this sense. And a little bit of everything's going to be going on with you. You're going to have luck. You're going to have very emotional moments because you are going to be a lot in your head. It says you're going to be doing a lot of overthinking. You're going to have moments where money is just flowing very well, moments where you're overthinking, moments where you have a lot of bad luck, moments where you have a lot of good luck. It's just going to be another you're going to be like Gemini. Gemini has a very balanced out week where like a little bit of everything is happening to them. You have also like seeking for answers. You have trips, also traveling, moving around, changing, a lot of energy of change. It's just a little bit of everything is happening for you in this week. Not a very successful week, not a very bad luck week, but it's still like here and there. It's more like a half and half, a little bit of bad luck, a little bit of good luck. It's like things can possibly go very well, things can possibly go very bad. Sagittarius, the card that's going to be dominating you is the card of the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands, what it says is the energy starts to pick up for you. Things begin to move for you, more in a positive direction. You do have a little bit of luck in this week. You have more of being successful in things that you want to do, but it's still not quite there. It's more of like things begin to pick up. They start heading towards a good direction. You start heading towards a better direction. It's a lot of more of a week of like decision making, more of like important decisions. You do have to take care of yourself from a lot of envy, a lot of envious energy, a lot of problems at work, a lot of like obstacles when it comes to business and work wise. So it's still kind of delayed. The energy is a little bit delayed in this week for you. You don't have a lot of luck. You don't have a lot of bad luck. It's just kind of one of those weeks that are just flowing, and it's just leading up to like more towards like the positive energies. You do have the energy of war, and when the energy of war is present, it just says to be mindful of people that are trying to attack you. Maybe don't talk about your plans too much. Maybe just kind of keep to yourself, in the sense of like whatever you want to do, keep it to yourself. Because sometimes when envy is so present in your life, it causes obstacles. It causes things to not go very successful for you. But you do have success in this week. Not a whole lot, but you do have some success. You do start to walk away from the negative energy. You do start to move towards more of a positive transition. So things that have been stuck, obstacles that just haven't been able to move, they start to get out of your way. Capricorn, the card that's going to be dominating you is the card of death. The card of death is a very interesting card because it represents a lot of things. In the most positive, it represents death within itself, in ending cycles, in ending things, ending relationships, ending friendships, in that sense. In the most negative, it represents death itself. It represents catastrophes, raptures, just huge problems. But what this card is telling you is just whatever you're planning to do this week, is there's going to be a lot of delays. You do carry the most negative energy. It's a very heavy energy, which is a lot of bad luck, a lot of like things just not going as planned. If you're starting a new job, a lot of complications with that job. If you're, I just wouldn't recommend you to get into anything very important this week, because there's just, the energies are all against you. Like if you're in a competition, it's not going to go very well. And we've already seen that. Sagittarius, who were they? Kelly Loeffler and Purdue, they're both Sagittarius, and we saw what happened with them when the energies were very complicated with them, and they had a lot of bad luck last week, which was when that whole thing took place, right? So I wouldn't recommend you to get into anything very important, and just to plan for delays. This card right here just puts a huge pause, and anything that you want to do just causes a huge, it's not a delay, it's more of like it completely stops it. So you need a lot of patience in this week. And then on top of which, you have the energy of feeling very depressed. You have the energy of feeling very in your head, overthinking, very emotional, and in a sad way. It's not really more of a positive way, but it's this energy of ending things. Aquarius, the card that's going to be dominating you is the card of the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords tells you that this is going to be a week of you facing obstacles, facing a lot of envious energy, facing a lot of people hating on you, facing just, it's not a complicated week, but it is going to be a week of you facing a lot of obstacles, and people trying to challenge you, people trying to cause problems at work, and in that situation. It's also a week of lots of radical change, and radical change in the more positive. It's like things begin to move for you a lot faster. It's like if you've been stuck, if you've been waiting for something to move, if there's been an obstacle that you just haven't been able to overcome, you overcome it in this week. It starts moving in towards a better direction. You do have a lot of luck in this week, but it's more of like luck for like new opportunities, moments of growth, promotions, starting something new as well, starting a job, starting a business, starting just something new this week, something that's going to grow into something very positive. And if you're not starting anything this week, this is your sign. This is your sign for you that you need to start something in this week that's going to grow into something very positive. Start a business, start going to school, enroll yourself in school as of this week, and it's going to be very positive for you. Like it's like the energy that's going to be in this week for you is more growth, more opportunity for growth, more promotional energy, more new deals, making new deals, and everything's going to be going very positive for you. But you do have to keep in mind that there's someone that's going to be challenging you. There's this envious energy, so don't talk too much about your plans as well, because you do have a lot of envious energy that want to kind of ruin things for you. Pisces, the card that's going to be dominating you is the card of the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands wants to let you know that it's going to be a difficult week, that you have a lot of obstacle in this week. You have a lot of stuff that you do have to watch out for. And I wouldn't, like, whenever I see like this complicated energy, I wouldn't do anything important in this week. As to like, let's say maybe you were trying to get into some sort of a very important deal, or try to buy a house, or try to open something in this week, or just don't do anything too like important in this week, because this card, when it dominates you, and the energy that's dominating you throughout this entire week is more of like it's more against you. It's more of like it's trying to attack you. It's like this energy of you have to watch your back, a lot of envious energy, a lot of like delays, a lot of things just being halted. The main thing that I see with you is it's a lot of hostile energy towards you. So a lot of people trying to like be against you, a lot of fights, a lot of arguments, a lot of disputes, a lot of like this very worrisome energy and a lot of betrayals. So definitely just I wouldn't get into anything too serious, because you do have the energy of a lot of betrayal. So if you do make business deals, it can go very, very negative, because whenever the energy is very negative, what it means is just that it's just things are not going to be as we hope them to be. Just plan for a week of lots of delays and just a week of bad luck here and there. And then also watch your back with this envious energies, problems at work, problems with people around you, and arguments, and a lot of, it's just heavy energy, bad luck. Okay, you guys, we finally reached the end of the horoscopes. You guys, thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for believing in me. Thank you so much for the support, the love. You guys, I love each and every one of you, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys for being so understanding and for just supporting me so much, you guys. And you guys, remember, support with your likes, support by sharing. And you guys, I will continue to do as much as I can for you, and continue to think of new ideas, think of new things that I can give to you guys. So you guys, I hope you love the horoscopes. I know I can't really control the energy that's present. We just have to kind of bear and wait for our moment. Again, you guys, everything is in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Bye.